Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your girl Caroline. I'm back with a new video. This is my beautiful client, Miss Sammy. Okay, we're gonna be doing a glueless lace closure 6x6 sewing today. The hair that we are using today is provided by Mscoco Hair. This is the Brazilian body wave. They sent me 3 bundles of hair, 24, 20. 2 and a 20-inch bundle with a 6x6 18-inch lace closure. Okay, this is the big closure. It's not a frontal, but it's not your regular size closure either. This is the 6x6 one. It's very big. This company closure comes pre-plugged, as you guys can see already. Okay, so that is a little bit of help that I don't have to plug it. Okay, so Sammy hair is all natural. She doesn't have any type of relaxer. She came in with it already washed, so we're just gonna get started. Okay, starting off with a middle part because we're doing a closure. I'm just parting in the middle, and then I'm gonna start my braiding part on from the back.
Don't let me sleep, never say sorry. You know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
Alright, so this is my basic braiding pattern for my closure install. I does not have a bump in the back. I don't have a bump around it. This is how I do my braiding pattern for my lace closure. Moving on, next we're going to add the stockings, and I'm just going to be using a little bit of got2b glue spray to hold the stocking down to do the ball cap method. Once after applying the got2b glue spray, I take my blow dryer and I blow dry the entire stocking. Just making sure that it's nice and intact to her hair. This just helps as a protective shield against the lace and her hairline and her edges. Okay, that's why we do the ball cap method. It also helps us a cap underneath the lace. Alright, so once the stockings is dry from the got2b glue, I'm taking my pair of scissors and I'm cutting off the extra stockings around her hairline. And she requested that the lace come a little bit further from her original hairline. Okay, so you can see I measure it and I'm asking her if it's okay for the stockings to be that far, and she said that was fine. Okay, so moving on. Okay, alright, so this is my closure. I already prepped it. She asked for her knots to be bleached, so I did bleach her knots. And also this is how it look. I did added the foundation to the lace underneath it, just so it give it a natural look, and you can see as I part the hair how natural that looks. Okay, and then I added an elastic band. The elastic band is what's going to make this glueless install. Okay, without me using any glue, the elastic band is what's going to hold the closure down, that it looks like a frontal. Okay, that is just looking nice and natural from her hairline. So the elastic band is what we use to make the lace closure looks natural and flawless without any glue. So I attached the elastic band and I'm trying it on her hair, and you can see how nice and natural that looks. Her knots are bleached, and her lace is tinted to her skin tone. So we are ready to start this sewing. All right, to sew this closure down, okay, I'm sewing the elastic band on one of the braid, okay. I'm just using my thread and needle, and you can see the stocking is still attached because this helps as a barrier, so the elastic band doesn't affect her hair or her edges, okay. So I either leave the stockings on or I add a weaving net. This just helps to protect the band from her edges and her hair on the side. So this does not damage the hair at all. Moving on to sewing down the closure, I'm just using my needle and thread, and I'm just sewing down the closure. I'm going around the entire closure and sticking it down, making sure that it's secure and is not going to move, okay? And once that closure is sewn down, you guys can see how neat that looks, okay? I'm just taking my scissors and cutting off the extra lace in the front. You can see that it's glueless. You can see me lift it and pull it. You can see me part the roll, and it's not going anywhere. Alright, once the closure is sewn down and intact, I'm just making a little bit of baby hair in the front to finish up our closure, and she said she wanted a middle part, so that's what I'm giving her. Once I take out the baby hair, I'm just cutting it down so it look a little bit more realistic, and then I'm taking my Nairobi wrap mousse and I'm slicking down the baby hair. Then I'm just going to take Senex and wrap down her baby hair while I do the sew in. Alright, so without glue, you can see how that lace is laid. Okay, what lace though? Can you see a lace? No, you cannot, okay? So no glue, just my band method, okay? Now I'm taking a Senex and I'm going to wrap her baby hair just so that it's nice and flawless by the time I get ready for styling. Once the Senex is there, I'm going to go ahead and put the bundles in. You guys have seen me install bundles a million times on my channel, so we just gonna run through this, okay, and keep this video moving. Alright, so once we get to the top, you guys can see how nicely the bundles installed is, okay. You can see I just have a little piece that needs to be attached as close to the closure as possible. You can see the little space that I have left, okay. I'm just going to take my one piece of track and I'm going to sew it as close to the closure as possible. I'm not sewing it on the closure because you can always replace your closure if you need to, but I'm sewing it as close to the closure as possible, okay. And this is pretty much it for my bundles installed in the back, okay. I know it was quick, but you guys have seen me do this, so we're not gonna make this slow. We're gonna keep the video moving, okay. So that is pretty much it for the install. Now we're gonna move on to styling. Alright, so for styling, I'm going to take off my Senex wrap first, and you guys can see what lace, okay? My baby hair and my lace is melted, okay? Alright, so for my closure, you can see one side is a little bit bumpy. I'm just spraying a little bit of conditioner on the top, and then I'm just taking my flat iron and my curling iron, and I'm just laying it on each part, okay? This just helps to make sure my closure is nice and sleek. I could also use a hot comb, but I didn't feel like plugging in the hot comb, okay? The curling iron was already plugged and it was hot, so I just decided to use that, okay? It still got the work done, okay? So you can see my closure is laid, all right? It's flat, it's laid, okay? You can see how beautiful that hairline looks, and you can see how my parting space looks like, girl. Okay. Alright, so she just wanted the same body wave type of big loose curls. So what I did was take my pair of scissors, just cut off a little bit of layers in the front. And then I just went ahead and took my big curly wand. This is 1 1/4. It's really big. Curling, not curling wand, but curling iron. Okay, and I'm just spraying some conditioner on the hair, and I'm curling it, and I'm taking my clips, and I'm clipping it just to hold the curl till it cooled off. This help your curls last a little bit longer, and it just gave the hair some volume when you make your curls like this, okay? So I'm giving her big loose curls all over her entire head. Alright, so once after applying these jumbo big curls to her entire head, that was pretty much it for this glueless 6x6 lace closure, okay? You can see how my lace is melted, okay? And I applied the curls to her back also. And that is pretty much it, okay? Check out Mscoco Hair. As you guys can see, as I take these curls down, how bouncy that hair looks. Their body wave hair comes with a lot of volume. I can definitely say that. Their closure also came pre-plucked. So check out Mscoco Hair. I'll leave all the links in the description box. As always, thank you for watching. And I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.
I can't find my way back to you.
Here.
Bye, YouTube.
Malo pa the camera, so